Alright, we're going to try to do another project today. It's about time to get ready for spring planting, and last year when I was doing the soil, some of it was big and clumpy and it didn't work good, and a lot of stuff didn't grow because of that. So now I'm going to try to make my own screen with it, and I bought this stuff at the hardware store. There's a couple things I can't find yet, but I'm going to get started today and see what I can get done, and let's see if we can make us a screen for sifting dirt in so that we can have better soil for our spring planting for the, for the seedlings. This is what I've ended up with so far. I think I'm going to do some more work on it. Yeah, there's a couple things I need to work on there, but that's okay. That gets it started. This is 1/4 inch mesh here, and I put these frames on it, and because I didn't get this one up against there, I'm going to have to redo this end because there's a gap and that's not going to be sturdy enough. And what I was looking for was some brackets to put between there too. So I'm going to have to come to a stopping point for right now, and then I'll finish this when I figure out what I want to do with the rest of it. Those of you who know me know that I use completely scrap wood on as much as I possibly can because I don't know what I'm doing. So when I've got this this scrap wood here, and it's okay too. Now these were all where they were attached together and stuff, so I can cut those off later too. But if you're going to learn how to do something, just start with scrap stuff, so if you mess it up, it's not that big a deal, especially if you cut it wrong. And I didn't want to do any cutting on it at all, but I may end up trimming up some of these ends too. We'll have to see. And because I didn't want to cut it, it's a lot bigger than what I figured it ought to be too. But we'll see if it works. But until I learn what I'm doing, I'm going to stick with scrap and go from there. They were all taped together or tied together. I just didn't cut them apart. Alright, I think that corner looks better. I still wish I had some way to brace them. And I think I'm going to look and see if I can find something to brace them better. Okay, these were not the brackets I was looking for, but I think they're going to be all right. It already feels more sturdy than it did. And at the very worst, I've got 4 more brackets I can put in. I may go ahead and put the other 4 brackets in too, because it still needs a little bit more stabilization, so I may do that. Go ahead and turn it off. I don't think so. Well, it's not what I want. It's still not solid like I want it to be, but it's going to have to do for right now until I find the brackets that I really want for it. But at least I've got something I can sift dirt through, and I can start getting things ready for planting. I want to try my dirt screen today and see how it goes. I had a tub with some dirt in it, and I tried to use it as is last year, and it was too clumpy and it didn't work out for me very good, and a lot of things just didn't survive because I didn't do it right. So now that I've got this screen, we're going to see how it works, and I've already dumped it into these buckets, and I'm going to take the buckets and put them back into my tub and see if we can get this stuff sifted out, and then we might start some plants today. But it looks like I definitely did an on size for the screen. So I may end up breaking it down and redoing it, making it smaller, but it was a start. This is the last of the dirt here. And when I bought this dirt last year, when I was asking for, I was wanting something for starting seeds in. And the person behind the counters looked at me blankly, and it actually took 2 or 3 times of asking to saying, I just want some dirt for starting seeds in. They finally gave me this stuff, and I want to show you, after I filtered it, what I ended up with. I don't know if this is normal or not, but what I ended up is a whole bunch of these twigs and stuff. Now I had, this bucket was full, and this other one was half full or 3/4 full or something, and then I'm ended up with this much of just wood chips essentially. So I guess I'll throw this into the garden area where the chickens are, and see when they put that to work there. And this is my finished product, and I think it looks pretty good. And I'm gonna mix some up and start some Cosmos flour out of it, and see what I can get going there.